Let's start. First game for today will be the game between Matthew Cable and Fuseki 3. So, I think Fuseki 3 is black. So, let's start. This is okay. Hmm. Okay. This looks fine. Maybe a bit better. Instead of this, try to play here. Um, Logic is to use this stone as an extra stone, which can help a bit when you are trying to attack B. So this would be the idea. Maybe if we just continue, maybe this stone would be more useful. It's like extra stone in a fight, and I'm not sure that White is feeling super comfortable himself. If you play like this, you have a wall, another wall, and there is too many walls, and you're just. It feels like that here White seems to get too much cash. For example, this already. In this case, I think we just play like this and just give it. Try to get center and, for example, try to develop our positions. We never cut like this. This is the fight that's almost impossible to win. And for white, you don't need to play Hane, just extend is enough. I don't know, maybe one more extend. Now if you block, this shape is terrible. I don't think black can just handle this. So black have to come back. And we can just turn and just continue to fight. I think this fight is just okay for white. White is not dying here. White will handle this. And that's why usually we don't try to cut. We just give it and that's okay. Like, just give, take center, nice shape. There is some agi in corner, which in theory we can kill at the moment, but it will happen not only in this game, I think it would be in a lot of games, this shape, and this is the killing move, but it's not killing 100%. There is a lot of problems, and I think, like for example, some kind of move like this and some core, and you need to kill, and then you need to connect under, for example, and we push, and for example here we are alive, so you cannot kill. And very often it depends on position. Sometimes we can kill, sometimes not, but here you can just invade as black and there is no problem. Like if you can take influence and invade, then there is no problem overall to just fight like this. Yeah, this is my variation. This Hane helps a bit. Hmm. Now black white shape is a bit weird. I think if we will play, I don't think that white will ever consider to connect. I don't think this is ever an option. So I don't know why do we need to push. There is like it will come back to the same situation if you want to take. Just take a liberty from your stones might be important. Also, it might be important for killing groups. For example, if it's like this and like this, just not making this exchange is a big difference for ice. It's like very often you can do later. You want to take later b8 and kill. Yeah. This is good. This is okay, but I feel like this group is a bit weak. So I would rather play something else. I would rather play like this. To see if white will go here, then I would just push. And now I'm not sure white is alive. I think white is close to dying here. And maybe white should play here, and then you can just block. Or, I don't know, maybe we can just exchange this, and then have it like this, for example. Don't know if it's a good exchange. But I feel like this is the solution. Just like this, it's like on edge. And feels like maybe we can play something like this, and then Hane, and see what will happen here. It looks scary somehow. Maybe it works. Yeah. It's not really haunted. It's more like a street that we want to defend our group and take a lot of cash, so white have a difficult choice. Like this, I feel like it might be that there is a chance that we can die here. Mhm. I'm not sure, can we kill it? Maybe try to do something. I'm really want to get this exchange, then Atari, and then I don't know, maybe something like this to try to get, for example, some kind of extra space. I don't know, shape is still bad. Maybe just like this, for example, but it's still not easy. Hard to build a shape here. Somehow white shape is not good after all of these combos. I don't like it. hmm And white is not really alive. And for sure, in this situation, I'm pretty sure that this would help. This. Just maybe you need to play like this, and this, for example, and then Hane, and just leave like this. I think if I really don't want to run at A. This is if the group is not alive, if you don't have like in a back like sequence on the bottom where you can live, that looks dangerous. hmm This Tanuki looks kind of too much. Yeah, I like the idea first, maybe as white instead of this. Okay, if you want to Tanuki, then at least to play on top, at least here. This is almost center. Super annoying to answer. If you can get some exchanges like this and now here, then everything is okay. This block looks dangerous. Now I think here we can play this and just connect. And this we cannot cut, so if you want to cut, then the shape is kind of, yeah. hmm This looks so weird, but it somehow works. Okay. This is good. By itself, all moves looks logical. Just I'm not sure that all this group is alive. That's one thing. And maybe later there is might be a problem about that. Yeah, this was strange. Trying to kill. You need to be confident. I think basically right now the situation is not that bad about for black or for white. If you are sure that A, like, let's put it A, that A is alive, then everything is okay. You can just continue to play, like just play this. If it's the group is alive, then everything is good. Uh, but if not, I don't think this really helps. This make it only worse. Yeah, and basically this is just like this is alive. You don't need to even play anymore, it's just alive. So I don't think we have here options to really do anything. I mean, playing co is better, but this is minus. And yeah, each move is minus, so black is super happy to play co. Now you have to leave, yeah. But the game, I think this trying to kill was that white didn't feel that the game is good. I like more in this situation Kosumi. If you're already playing, I like Kosumi that we can be sure that on the bottom we have one eye, and then the position by itself looks like that. We most likely maybe we can even play like this, this. Just give some points. Be sure that we are alive. I don't know if we need to exchange that, and then just play here. And this way, I'm not sure what is. I think the game is pretty okay for white also. White can continue. Probably super close game. Just need to be sure your group is alive. Don't go for the kill, and everything is looks good. This is just too much to kill it, I think. Maybe it might die. Maybe if we go with this, there's more chances. I don't know. There's this and some this. Wait, it was the same as the game. And this, but not so easy still. I think this is just not necessary. I'm trying to find this, and maybe some this one to find to make some shape. Maybe you need to start just with this and hope it will work, but I don't know. I think the risks are just too big, and it's way better to just live with your group and take the biggest move at S14, and then everything is fine. We have just close game, and white have a lot of cash. Black needs to do something in center. Yeah, I think that's kind of the main thing, and the main thing was just around um, this center group. Basically, this Hane was like cut was mistake. This cut. Never cut here. We always play from B. And the second thing, we always try to extend here. Extend, extend. I don't know, maybe sometimes we can consider push and extend to have some more agi and then like this. And then group has nice shape, and I don't think these problems would appear. And after this, feels like there is some problem with shape. It's very hard to build shape now when you have to play like this. And I think from this point, black is already good. Yeah. Do you have maybe questions about this game? D13. Yes, it's unreasonable. I mean, there is no. First of all, the fight usually is just. I mean, even with the fight, like here, you have extra wall and a stone, and I still think it's unreasonable. There is like it's just too much. There is better option to fight. For example, mm, yeah, for example, just playing here. This is even fight. If you want to fight, this is just better. And also there is no point to suffer with the shape if you can still just live in a corner. So the corner doesn't look so big. There is sometimes a problem when the corner you cannot live. Like if you cannot live, then it's a problem. But if you can here, I think it's completely okay. Yeah. Maybe I think I said it you can live, but in fact it would be some kind of con. But it's still okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Black takes time to defend with d5 instead of f5. Plus further. 1 second. If black's d5 instead of h5. For example, now Tenuki and play here, or just h6. I think this is just normal this way. This way I think black is still okay. Black get a good corner. It didn't kill the group, but this is like easy profit. And very often you will see that a lot of people will just play on the left, like this. Try to be greedy, because people feel uncomfortable that someone takes a big corner. But now it feels like that white is kind of forced to give you the corner. Otherwise there is way less options. And also it's way less risk for black with the all variations. This is super clear. And I'm not sure, maybe this one even center. And then white will leave, but somehow this fight feels really difficult for white. Yeah. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Maybe you have more questions. We have time, so. What the double approach at 03? Um, Probably fine. I don't think it matters. It's just a big move. Like you don't know what to play, just take a big move. Cannot be bad. Even if it was not optimal, it was pretty decent. This one for sure okay. The other one probably fine. I mean you could play something like this, but the difference between this and those three, I guess like 1 point maximum, and I don't know which one is better. So I think by itself in a game I would be happy also with this. So it looks like a decent move. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to steal the top. I don't know. I mean, there is so much Hajj. I don't know why you need to do it also. Um, like the result was great. If you want to block it, I don't know what do you mean about sealing the top, to be honest. At what point? Like something like S15. You can do it now also. Just now. In Fuseki, this or this, I'm pretty sure they're similar again. It's fine. I've like you just need to take the decision and see how it goes. By itself, I think they're like close to me. It's not where you will lose game that you will take one or another, for sure. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 points. One is bigger, but you can play A and then B. That's also okay. Like there's this and this. That's also fine. And then if you decided to jump, then white will take it. That's also okay. That's a very similar variation by itself. I don't think that really that important. Yeah, okay. So let's go to the next one, and next one is today I have a strange order. So the next game would be Manuel Brasiler and Clement Menard. And this way, Clement Menard is black, I think. I think we just should play something more active, like this. It looks good. I think super decent. And this one, I don't think anyway we are in going to invade there. There is no point to invade as black. So it's just better to give the right side and to play some more active shape than this. This looks like slack one. Hmm. Okay. I think here also for white it's better to just play Keima. It's okay if you will let's say, black left side. I don't think that's really big problem. By itself, white for sure have more cash, and if the center group will be without danger, everything looks good. This way, I feel like that black have kind of initiative in this fight. Now, black can just play some Kmas or maybe even turn, I don't know. I feel like I would play maybe something like this first. And if white, like first of all, you can get some center moves, but then you can also go with some cuts, which I'm not sure white can really resist. Um, Feels like that black has a lot of options how to continue the fight here. Hmm. I'm not sure about this. I think here this one is just better. This, and this. It feels way more safe. Like group is alive, so also I don't see white is playing here. I think white have to play Atari from this side. And then the corner looks good. I think there's no even problems. And if we try, this turn is center. So we have to capture. And now maybe you can even do better. Maybe you can even play Hane. And everything is just dying here. It feels terrible for white to live like this. Yeah. I mean, for sure it's better than the game, because in a game white have really a lot of agi. I'm not even sure completely what do we have in that in the corner. Like this agi is still pretty big, and I don't know what is going on there. So I'm also not sure this is correct. I think maybe better to play here and see how it goes. It feels like it's might be. There is also some problem here where we can, in theory, get one liberty. It's really some maybe probably black is always winning this. but white have a lot of center moves. Yeah, but here I think you can just jump and just leave it like this. Left is not that important. If you can destroy the side, I think white is just happy to destroy everything there. You don't need to be connected, to be honest. Just, but this is also okay. This is also alive. I'm not sure that black really get much with this attack at the moment. You can get some moves. I'm just wondering, like if white is playing here first, doesn't look so strong. Yeah, and d1. The problem that white doesn't really work anything on the bottom. I don't know. I think it's always that what black would kill. And here, if black is killing, it feels like the game is still okay for white because maybe I would play something like this and just give it and I don't know, just like that. But also, mm, this I think is just that. Maybe some call. So what do we have here? Can you connect? Maybe you can connect. And this is just that. Hard to find something. I think we are like white should be dead here. There is completely nothing. And that's why I don't like this push. In a game it was more like a luck that black just played here. And now game is over after this. But I think this is not so hard to find the move. And this also was pretty big minus. This A for B. Now I don't know how to use it. Maybe some cut. Like this, and then cut if there is no ladder. Or maybe if there is, if you play like this and try to build some seki, also can be an option. Yeah, something like this. And probably it's okay. I mean, for white and for black. I like this a bit more for black, even white is alive. But white play a lot of moves on the bottom, and then you still have some problems here. So uh, this way, I think black should be kind of happy with the result, even though white is alive. Yeah. hmm And I think now, yeah, black just died in Gotha after this, and here you have to basically kill. I don't think this is possible to come back. And black is trying something, but unfortunately, yeah, the chances are too low. And there's a lot of moves. We try to kill the other group. Mhm. It's really difficult to play. I think it's kind of a core and a lot of moves, but reality is yeah that everything is alive and hard to resist. Well, I don't know. I think this is just a blunder sequence, and maybe Black thought that this is that, and probably that's why Black just played that old stuff on the bottom. But yeah, I think main problem was here, like everything starts with this white move. It feels just wrong. By itself, if you play like this and black connects, I think black is super unhappy to build these 10 points with a lot of moves. This. and white kind of have outside nice shape that limits a lot of influence. So, but if you try to cut it, now all this wall starts to work pretty well, all this. And now I think black is kind of have some chance to really get a good result. Even on the bottom, the Joseki was not normal. Usually you don't give this stone ever like this. So now if black would just play here, I think black is good. This feels like that everything is good for black. And yeah, this one was also fine, just more Aji and then just a blunder. I think even now I feel like that black should be okay, even in this situation. Black captured a lot, not as good, there's a lot of Aji, and let's say we capture it, and then we play. I think black is fine, even though it's still a long game. Do you have maybe questions here? Okay, then let's go to the next one. Mhm. Next one would be Matthew Cable and Clement Menard. And Clement Menard was black. If I suddenly mess up with the colors, just tell me. Because in KGS it's always hard to keep track with names. In this situation, very often, as white, if I have a move, usually it's good to just play here. It's like really big. In a way that you can just play like this. And in this situation, AB is a bad exchange for black. Most of the times you want to have some still options for invading corner, but just if you can get C5, overall it looks very good. So most likely it would be like this, that you play here and black have to ignore, play like this, but by itself I think exchanges are pretty bad locally for uh, black there. Mm, it feels like really I want to play here in this case. I don't know why, but it feels like correct when you have here this Joseki. It feels correct to cut this and fight. Yeah, something. But I'm not sure. Maybe also it's okay to just play something more simple. This stone at p7 helps a lot, so I guess in this case is okay. This is fine. Also here, the AI move is this one. I got it few times, and that looks not like human move, but the logic by itself that we can get this. And now if you play here, we cut. So you have to connect, and then we are alive. And this is looks so vulgar, but it's so practical, like just by itself this move here. Looks like a Q move. And yeah, just it works way better. I also, when I played with AI, I always thought this like this is not AI playing, but unfortunately it worked pretty well for him. So yeah, and this way the group is not alive. So I think this is generally should be a bit better for black. Yeah, this is good. And yeah, and this was feels like that white kind of struggled a bit. Maybe it's better to cut here first, then play this. I don't know. I want to even extend and see how it goes. Maybe it's a bit risky. I'm also not sure you need this cut. It feels like we just lose points. We can always play here. So we can just go like this. And there is a cut. But black is also not playing here. So later we can decide what is better for us. And sometimes having an eye on top is good. Like this we just lose points. And I think at this point if just black continue, like for example A, black is good. White kind of from that all invasion only give points, have big group without eyes, and black becomes stronger. It looks like a huge success for black. It's only pluses for black. Maybe you can even play it like this. Just here and jump. This would be the best what black can do. And you don't need to cut. This is already pretty huge success for black. We don't need to kill the group. By itself, if it will work and you kill it would be good, but I don't think it's like possible. There is also no cost threats. Like I guess maybe we can, I don't know. Maybe this is the best you can do. Like this. Yeah, probably. Probably this is the best. But this is like one and I'm also not sure it's really a cost threat. Probably it is. Probably we need just one, so yeah. So one is enough. Yeah, this looks just bad. White get two Panukis. White gets everything now. And then another blunder here. This is blunder. And now situation becomes really, really good for white. Mhm. Maybe Hane, I'm not sure it's the best. Maybe you should just go up, try to develop the center. And yeah, this is center, but this is not so scary. Like A is still not white points, so you can imagine that it's not really that big deal. But I think B is big. There is some development in center also. Mhm. White is playing pretty good. The second part of this game, I think by itself, White understands that White is winning, so White just play endgame, and it's really difficult to do something as Black. Maybe I'm thinking something about this, but I don't think this really helps. But maybe you can hope for something like this. Try to cut. It's not really a huge success, and maybe if White would play still here, it doesn't really help. But I don't know. By itself, the difference after this Ponukis are really big. After this, like after first Ponuk it was just big, and then after second one it's bigger. So now it's only about the finish in the game, and I think here it feels like that White is doing okay. So basically nothing happens. White start to play endgame step by step, and yeah, Black tries something and it doesn't work. And I cannot blame Black for this because also maybe you don't need to play White, maybe you just need to capture it. This is anyway center. If we block we can kill, so yeah, but the game doesn't look so good. I think here there is ko or not? Can we play ko? Not really. Completely nothing. But I think white played the second part of the game super good. Like when about the finishing the game, there was no chance. And I think even if I would play black, I don't see how to fight back after this. Um, Maybe just extending here would be some kind of idea which might help with this Moya in center. But after this, I think it's just I'm just wondering. We can in theory capture and then it doesn't matter. We just capture. It will be the same. Yeah, cannot do anything here. Yeah, that blunder was kind of the last, and then I think after that there is no real chance. But I feel the most important thing here that you don't need to attack, just don't need to kill, you already get a lot, and just continue to attack, don't try to cut it. Yeah, Pip looks good also. And then just continue. You don't need even to do anything as black. By itself, just continue with the big moves. And this white group would be later a problem. It's still not a plus for white. So I think like this situation is super good for black. And for white, I think invasion was somehow a bit slack. Maybe this is the move to build some ice, or maybe some attach, or maybe some other shape. Maybe just jump here. Yeah, I like this jump. I don't like to suffer a lot, and this is Gotha, so or it's big, but that's also same big as here. You can easily not play there, take another big move. I think jump is looks fine to jump. And the other thing, if you already play here, then I guess you need to play a bit more softer. Maybe just A. And then something like this, if it's alive. I hope it's alive. But unfortunately, I'm not sure. Maybe even this one. Maybe this is the shape. And try to leave somehow. You know. Maybe like this it's center and then you can just play elsewhere. But it's very difficult. I'm not fan of this kind of sequences where you need to leave small for one. Maybe attach is the best you can do. I like the best from all variation. I like attach the best. Yeah, that's kind of I think all about this. Yeah, in the beginning where white can play c5. Mm-hmm. That's just like if in this case you just assume it's some exchanges. It's very difficult. You can assume it's like this. It means that white is super strong. You can play something here. You don't need to kill that. If you will, that's great. If not, it's just white shape is super good, so afterwards you will get some profit. And maybe black and then can leave, but I don't think it matters much. It's just when to attack him. You can play it now also. You can play it a bit later. I don't think it matters that much. Yeah. And it's hard really for me to, like if black would answer then it's just heavy. At this point it's not heavy, so by itself maybe black can consider to play like this and this for example. So it's just another big move with let's say uh, when you play Kosumi you just make these two exchanges like just bet in a way that let's say you have this kind of Shimari So wait, it was like this. So you had some Shimari, and then black played super weird sequences, just two weird exchanges, which usually you do when you want to make a light group, these two. But you don't want to make a light group on the left, so that feels just good for white. But it's like just locally few points, and you need to change the also the game plan, but usually this is the correct one with AI. I also tried this. Usually this one is c5, usually it's very big. Yep. Okay. Do you have more questions here? Okay, then go for the next one. This is 4. I have too many games. I know, that's 4. And 4 we have the game. It's Manuel Brasileiro against Fuseki 3. Yeah. So. Mhm. By itself, I think this is super important point. I don't know when to get it, but it's in this Joseki is like the key point. For white and for black. I think you can just play it. Okay, maybe now I would answer on the right, that's good. But this is still super annoying. Even now, it's like not so clear what to do, to be honest. Maybe now, I don't know. Do we have a connection? We have connection here. So, in theory, or we don't, wait. This is not connection. We don't have a connection. Then it's a bit harder. But I feel like the shape is bad, so, and this is the key point. And maybe afterwards, like now you can leave for sure with this Keima. Maybe other Keima also center, for example. Even if it's not, you have to cut like this and then like this. You can maybe even play just right away. It feels not, it feels like okay. And I don't think we cut. Then we can escape. And you have this option all the time. So you can use it later. Also, maybe it's better to take this corner and then play like this. I feel like here white have to play something like 0 17. The shape is now it's getting critical. The shape is really bad. But when black took this corner on the top, then it's a bit easier. Also, again, I like always to build a group there because of that weakness. Now white is relatively happy. I don't know. It's usually we just play this if you want to play. Mm, just in this case, white still can play here. So I don't know if you get anything about that. Like, it feels that it's strange to just play like this. Yeah, and also white have this block. This is good. Looks fine. Okay. Here is these two options. One is to play from top. If you confident, like there is, if it would be like this, it would be okay. It would be easy. But I'm afraid maybe white can consider to cut and try to fight it. So this is one thing which I'm afraid. Mm, Maybe because of that, I would be rather playing here, just to build this kind of shape. Um, like now this and this. And now it feels a bit easier. If black would defend, even shape looks a bit better like this. So this is what I would plan. It looks kind of normal. Or this one. Maybe something like this. Yeah, looks completely okay. But I think this is okay. This is not a problem. Hmm. This one is to connect. Okay. It looks small, like S11, but if you're not sure about the group, it might be okay. I might also consider instead of this just to jump. It's limiting, or maybe some Kosumi to see, like just to push few times, and then you have center. This group is relatively okay, and then you can just invade somewhere this or this. But this one is also okay. And white also defends. We take some cash, that's fine. I think white is also playing pretty good this game. I didn't see any mistake from white in like except this. I didn't like this shape, and but by itself everything was super reasonable here. Hmm. Yeah, that's good. Hmm. That's also good. Yeah, and then white just build the area. First of all, I have some questions about this move. By itself, let's say now, we don't, like, this is a live group, so we don't need to really attach. This is more like a neutral area, and we don't need to cut this. Maybe we can just, well, first of all, we can ignore this and just invade. Second of all, we can, I don't know, maybe play some moves like this in a way to just limit that, like this. Maybe, and then play endgame. Like if it's that way smaller, I think it's just endgame is already okay, and then let's say defend. Now I think black is fine to play endgame. Something like this I would consider. Um, Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe like some kind of invasion, which is not so deep, also okay. Maybe it's also okay to play from that side. A lot of options here. I think this M6 was just slow. And now it's a bit harder, but I'm pretty sure it's still possible. Now I guess there is no clear danger. First of all, we need to exchange this. This is always good. Mm, I don't know about this. Maybe we can also exchange this. Also looks good. And then some attach. Attach and see how it goes. It looks alive somehow. I don't think it will die. Or on this one, maybe we go with crosscut. I cannot imagine black will die there completely. I mean, it can happen, but this is like even fight. So I feel like it feels not so difficult to live there. Or let's say not to live, but even like this, I mean, even this one would be alive. And it's super simple one. Yeah. And for black, for white, I mean, I guess white is still okay. White looks good. Even like this is a fight, but I feel like at this point I would play as white, I feel. One thing that I think in this game, this center stone didn't really worked out pretty well, and white managed to, in the end, to make this center like a neutral by playing decent moves. So I feel like white is ahead, but the game is still long, so everything can happen. Yeah, this cross cut is too much. Or maybe cross cut by itself is not, but trying to rescue is feels too much. Probably it doesn't feel so hopeless. It feels still like kind of there is a chance. But if you need to live with J2, I'm feeling that maybe we need to play something like this if it's possible and try to go for some core. But it's still not so easy. Like even if it's connected. I think yeah, after this the position is kind of broken. Overall it doesn't feel good. Now you need to live with two eyes. This one is good. Yeah, and here it doesn't feel still hopeless somehow. Like we can just, I don't know, try to live somewhere. There's this jump, try to use Adji, there is some cut. Think in center it's possible to live. And even here, if we play something like this, and then this one, and try to just give the center, try something on top. The position is for sure good for white, but it's still complicated. Yeah, now when the cutting stone is dying, I think this is over. After this, feels over. Yeah, now it's over. So if we try to go here, maybe there is a chance like this. And try to go with this one. I don't know. And then try to leave somehow. It feels like it still would be good for white. This center is just too big. So this was a big overplay here. And for white, I don't know. I feel like that white played pretty good game. Basically, everything was not optimal, like not the best move, but the moves were pretty good. Yeah. And in the end, white really well punished that. So I feel like just both played pretty good game, and black just went too risky on the bottom. Uh, do you have questions here? What should I play instead of O12? Mm, I like just to play here, but I think maybe just defending here would be also okay. It feels like this is just nowadays not the best one, not the best shape. What do we do? We just play here. This is just a bit worse. And the problem is that shape it's a bit awkward, so we just play this and yeah, wait. something like this. Yeah. Without that exchange. Maybe something like this. Or some other variation with double pincer, but this is usually normal one. About this one, this is old one, which is probably okay. Just by itself, I don't think it's that bad, but it's just hard to how to say it, figure out what to do on O17. This is a key point, so I would be happy not to have it like this, like by itself the shape afterwards. I would be like this, you spend 2 moves. I would be happy to have move B around C. So maybe afterwards I would like to play, let's say here, and black play this, whatever. And then I would be happy maybe to pincer these stones and then even capture it, for example. Try to play in this kind of way. So I don't really think that this exchange help to capture the stone. It doesn't really help at all. I feel like even now you need to answer at some point. In a game it went pretty well that you take the top side, and it was kind of natural that it was harder and harder for black to play O17. But it feels like that something is wrong with the shape, and it's always like this with the shape. It's a bit accurate one. Yeah. If black play Q5 at Q6. Okay. Don't know when. Takes some time. Q5 at P6. Okay. Then P4. Like this, and this. You can just connect here. That's just okay. And then this one just gives you a shape, this push. And also you have some stuff around A and B. It can be suddenly one either. So you can play A, B, C. And then like with A, create second eye with E afterwards. So here this is when you get this push at O4, the shape is almost alive. And that's why white usually push here. And then, yeah, but then we get a kind of a peep. And this looks okay. Yeah. Yeah, here we always choose between these two moves, like A and B. We choose A is more flexible one, B is more like we want to leave or something. And I think A here looks pretty just way better. And this is normal that we choose one of these two. Yeah. Is there more questions here? Yeah. Could I do D9 instead of e9. Any game? It was later. Yeah, you could. I don't think I don't think we cut this. This is impossible. Like, I don't think this group dies. I don't believe in that. Maybe it would be like this, or just like this, something like this. You could take a bit more. It's not that much more, I think, but it's just a bit more, and you could do it. I don't think that, mm, like, by itself, I feel it would happen that black most likely doesn't have a good answer here, and black will just invade. This would be the situation, because I feel like I don't want to block anymore. It becomes small. In this one, you also get the answer. You get extra move. So maybe you lose something, but you get it in center, and then you take the move on the top, which you really wanted to take. So, I mean, if black would answer, then it's for sure better. But I don't think that black doesn't have a good answer here, so I'm pretty sure black should do something else. Or maybe this. Maybe like this. Yeah, that looks like a good option to just jump. Somehow, I also don't like the idea for black to push. I think here, after this, just playing elsewhere would be okay, like this. Or somewhere. I think Kakari is bigger than push on the bottom. It feels like. That push, it makes the game simple, but white shape is just better after, like, you cannot rely on this kind of move that it will give you a lot of points. And also we kind of spent a move for that. And I think this, when white get B, white is already pretty good. Now top is kind of a reliable position on top, and yeah, it looks pretty good now for white. Yeah. Okay. Some more questions or yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one then. Uh, So next one is Fuseki 3 against Manuel Brasileiro. And yeah, Fuseki 3 is black. Yep. No, it's Clement. Ah, yeah, maybe. Yeah, true. Against Clement. True, true, true. My bad, my bad. I just read the wrong stuff. I had them in a row and I messed up the order. Yeah, this is the most crazy game I saw recently. And these empty triangles, they cannot be correct. I'm pretty sure you don't cut here. That's not okay. Kema is correct. I mean, it looks normal. This empty cannot be good. And for black, I'm pretty sure that yeah, this is good. And you just push till the end like this. And then after this, white will jump and you jump, and something like this will happen. And I think white is a bit struggling in this situation. And this way, when white turned, this turn is like completely destroy black shape, and now it feels like that white is really good. Here it Joseki ended. I don't know if it's Joseki. I never saw anything similar. But I think this is like super important shape move. At least but I would even push till the end because this one can run like if white would play here, I'm happy to run at B because it put pressure on the left group. And if you want to play like there is two weak groups and this is cutting stones, and this way this is just disaster. So in this case, I took something, but now white push on my weak group, and now I'm not happy. Like maybe I jump, but I don't think I put so much pressure on this stick on the left, and there is a problem with shape. Yeah, shape is terrible. So about this, I'm not sure. I think that should be came off from this side. It feels like at this point we black. This is the heavy group, and we don't want to really die with this. This way, I start to be afraid about black. I want to give up this stone so badly. I don't know. That's why I want to play it here. Now it's easier to give up them. Like now on this, I would give up them for sure. Because you're kind of okay with everything. And probably even now you should just give up. Play like this. Take the corner. This one or this. It feels that white shapes are stronger. For example, here we can just capture two cutting stones. And that's annoying. This is good. Mm. I completely lose track of this fight. Too many groups. But somehow here felt like maybe white can do better even than this cut. Feels like that black when black capture this, it looks good. So I'm not sure what to do for white, but I feel like there would be an option to at least play like this. Like now, yeah, you can capture that, but we have a lot of, I mean, maybe like this is not even dead. Uh, if it would be like this, let's say, and you need to play some extra move, or even like this, I think it's way better. That is some semidori. In a game, there is nothing. It feels that we just died. Yeah, we get Ponuki, but I don't see any semidori. So it felt like we are just dying here. And I don't know, I afraid that if we play something like this, maybe it's just enough. Just, I'm not sure about here. Maybe you can capture something or not. This is also questionable. But by itself, this shape looks okayish. That we can fight like here, I think. So I would even consider like this, not even capturing. Here we can capture Panuki, I think. Like this is just better, I think. Yeah, and if black would play here, yeah, just play like this. So we will capture the cutting stones. think you need to answer here. There's no point. This is Gote. You can do it later also. Yeah, this is completely. This is about the good comment. It's impossible to comment this. I think there is no logic in this game. We just play shapes, shapes, shapes. No position judgment. Nothing. And why this fight? I mean, okay, we fight here. Yeah, I think that's just answering would be important. Just once. Also, maybe even like this to be able to block and try to. Maybe we don't need to block. Maybe we still want to just extend. But I feel like this kind of. I don't see a move on the left. This one you still can play this. This we don't answer. This is too much. Maybe this one or this. Try to defend everything, but then it's not so big. And you can still just take another big one from the other side. And this fight feels like when just white get q5, suddenly white is really have a good game. This ko is difficult. I mean, white can get whatever white wants, so I just capture this. Probably white is still okay after this, but I feel like black should be also okay. At least from what I see, this group is not dying, so this we have a chance to live. Maybe also for white, instead of there would be for sure better cost rates. I like the cost rates, for example, like this. To play it like this. This I like more. And I don't think you have an option to resist. But if you capture this, this is just over. It feels like way more than that 5 stones. I don't know why 5 stones. This is feels like could just over the game. Like this, black has an option to just leave, and even in center. And I think now black can maybe just play like this and just play endgame. I don't know. Jump, jump and capture. And I think this is just easy game for black, just like that. And this is or like this also okay. This and then yeah, same idea. It doesn't matter about the shape there much, but this is just too much. We have another fight where white is alive, black create another group, and we get something which I don't really know. White just get a lot of points, like 10 in a corner, 10 in the center, and I think that was black. Like black could get this and center, and now after this came out, I think center would be for white because or you answer here and or like the corner, like the right side would leave small. So it's another funny stuff. Some exchange. It's really important to play on the bottom. I think this is one is even bigger. I don't know if capture, maybe this one. I think this is bigger than that stones. It's 3, 4, 15 points. Yeah, this should be for sure bigger. Like E2 is bigger. This and then just playing elsewhere again. You can answer like this. This one I didn't think. Maybe this one is better. This way we can get at least, like now you have to play this, otherwise we cut. So we have to play first here, and then we have this. So this is a bit better. But even like this, I like it more. I think this is more like 10 points in center or so, just playing E2. And 10 points in center is way bigger than playing, how many? 7 stones, 18 points in Gotha. I'm pretty sure it's bigger. So that's why I want to take it. There's this and play on the top, for example. Yeah, this self-Atari I cannot comment. That's so weird, both player ignore it, but you can just play it anytime. Yeah. And then it was close game by itself. It was still a bit better for black. I think mainly because of this Atari, self-Atari, because at some point white have to come back. And so white did it against other big moves, so that's kind of cost few points. I mean, could be worse, but yeah. And I don't know how close the game was, but it was kind of close, I think, in the end. Yeah. Do you have questions about this? This was long game, yeah. Long game and takes a lot of efforts to play this kind of game. Yeah, it was fun, most likely. It was like starting fight from the first sequence. Yeah, but it's very difficult also to comment it. Basically, this is more reading, and I don't read, I only see something from the first view. I don't really go into reading variation, that's like takes a lot of efforts. Okay, if there is no questions, did black make it stay in black right, bottom right? Bottom right here. It's a bit later here. I don't think so. I mean, maybe you can play this and then it's alive, so you can just take center and try to. I mean, there is some options, but I don't think it's really. It doesn't look so bad. I mean, I would be happy to live like this as black. Even if it's like this, you get not small, and in this case, center is way more important than these few stones. I think main idea you are alive, and that's the most important thing. And in this kind of shape, I'm pretty sure there is something. If you play here, it's for sure Gotes, so I think white should just play this one maybe. This and just ignore it and do it a bit later, any stuff on the right. Maybe exchange this, because it's center, and then just play here. This, and then on top. And then I think white is good. White should be ahead here. It's, I feel like, yeah. Okay, some more questions? Yeah, I think jumps usually is okay. Peep is okay, jump is good. This jump is also okay. Yeah, it starts everything like white should play here. What should I do with black? I don't know. Just jump somewhere. For example, I don't have any clue to be honest. Maybe Keima. We just continue to fight. Maybe try to defend this cut somehow. You are just playing some kind of local shapes and it looks okay. I mean, I don't think it's a problem. It's very too many options. It can go different way, this game. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the last one. You should just believe. It's very difficult to. I think first thing which went really wrong in this situation, it was just empty triangle cut. And then after that, you have to be a bit more precise what to do. Now we're just playing some random shapes. It should be okay. Like both shapes are kind of okay, so should be good. So this is the last one. Last one is Matthew Cable against Manuel Brasiler. So. hmm Yeah, it was this one. It's the same as in the first one. About this corner. So yeah, this is good. Maybe I think it's okay to just right away to just invade. And we cannot kill this, and maybe you have even quadrats around e16 or something, so you can just play it to see what will happen. To see, I mean, I'm even okay to let it like this and just play it here. To let a koi if you don't want to play it. But I think you can even play it. Something like this. I think that should be fine. I mean, maybe you can even defend and try to play just it takes two moves. That's also okay. Yeah, I'm not. I think even like this, it's okay for black. But I think you have to try because later it might be not possible anymore. Yeah, and here when we have a stone, most of the times we want to cut. It's not really that easy. For example, before there was some Josekis with leather, but in fact when there is a stone, it's not so easy. Like, how to do it. You can even play like this or maybe like this and connect. This can be the option. I think you can also even connect like this. That's also okay. Just capture. But when there is a stone around Q6, usually we cut. There is a lot of variations. One is a fighting one, like first one that I showed. This is the fighting one, where you can connect. I played like this a few times. It's okay-ish. And the other one is just peaceful one, when you just take cash. This way you take corner. But the wall by itself doesn't really work that well because you already have a stone. So that's also okay. This feels somehow feels that black is over concentrated and shape is bad. And this cut also doesn't make any sense. At this point you can just defend or play here. So you can just do it like this to have some exchanges and I don't know, just to play this way. You can still cut here, so that's kind of an option. And later you can do it, not now. So at the moment you just destroy the shape, it's still not connected. And like this, you just help white. This is okay. Yeah, looks like white is doing pretty fine here. Just alive. Yeah, it also looks good. White built some points even. Yeah, now it's just that. So I think the timing was just missed. And that feels painful. If usually when white capture the corner like this, then it feels super wrong. That you don't like when we connect here. If white can keep the corner, most of the times it's just good for white. But this is just a case where the corner is not captured. In the game, yeah, white tried something and it just died. Okay. Maybe just defend like some move like this looks better. There is no point to push a live group. Maybe that's the feeling that the game is not so good, so we need to try to do something. Um, yeah, but it's yeah. If you are behind, then maybe I can agree with that. That if you are behind, you can do something like this. But this doesn't like it's wrong to play h17 just to make the position more complicated, maybe. I think, well, first of all, we can try to just defend like this. This is probably easier if we don't want to fight. This looks like a solution because black gets something, but also white builds something. And like this, the shape is a bit broken. hmm I think it's good to maybe play here or just capture some points. Hard to say. Well, at least I like the idea to play it now. I think this Atari, yes. Yeah, to play it now. The reason for that at least we push here and then white shape is not so good. So yeah, it's like in a game it was a bit different. You exchange this and now white can hane. In the previous one, white cannot hane. So I don't like this push by itself. And now I think that this way it would be okay. Now maybe you can have a way more decent shape with the Atari and everything. So I like this way more. Or otherwise just to try to capture points and don't make Atari at all. I think like this it should be cool. Or maybe it's dead, I don't know. Maybe it's dead. But I'm not really sure, not confident with this Tsumego so fast. Usually I also spend a lot of time to read. Yeah, but like this is just alive. So I think Ko by itself would be better. And here, yeah, black means double Ko. So it would be alive in double Ko. White means double Ko. And now it's kind of more or less some option to have something. Hmm? It feels like it's desperate Ko, but it's not. You just have, it's a huge Ko. And if you win, you just, it's a lot of points. Desperate would be if you wouldn't get anything. Then it would be desperate. You just have less points. But now, I think now black is good after this. Like, after this, black is for sure good. I feel like white should answer this at least once somehow. and then try to do some other cost rate. The co by itself is like if we count co, we divide the value by 3. Here we have 3, 18, 20 stones divided by 3. I think whatever white would take, it would be for sure better than this corner. But you have the good cost rates. You have cost rates like this, which is for sure enough. So I think this was a big mistake to give the corner here. This is the same. I think this corner is the same as top corner, but the top was co and black just lived without co. So now black is ahead by a lot. I'm also not sure what to do if like we just play here. Can we do this? Is it just dead? Or at least we need to answer. I'm pretty sure we need to answer. And then you can just connect. This would be easy way to finish the game. But I think that's also the problem that we are facing Bayomi, and that's not so easy. Mm. Yeah, for white, I don't know why we need to play on there. Just something like this, and the game should be over like this. I think white captures some points, and if white can enclose the center like this, then it looks like really a lot. I don't know why you need to play C13. Again, I think that's like time pressure. And also in the game, I think game is super close even if you play like this. And we just play normal endgame. There is something which I'm not sure can we get, for example, here. And do we need to go for the exchange? Oh no, we cannot. This is just doesn't work. Okay. So, but I feel like you should just play endgame here. Mm, or maybe starting with this. This, and then co. Or not co cut. And then just... It should be okay. Should be close. And here somehow just white cut and everything is just dying. Don't know how it happened. But maybe you can cut. No. I mean, this is exchange, but I think we are always happy with this exchange. This is dead. So, like this. I think white is maybe still ahead, but it's at least something. And the game maybe black can continue. Maybe not, I don't know. But it feels like the best chance was here. Just on this one, try to just kill it. Just to play extend. Then there is no any. I mean, this group cannot live. There is no way it's live. And this is not connected. Yeah, something like this. Do you have maybe questions about this game? Okay, then that's all for today. Yeah, and see you other time. Have a nice evening. Bye.